Okay. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Let's see what familiar faces we see here. Okay, so can we have some cameras on so we are interacting with a few of you then? Hi, Corey. Looks so different now. Good morning, Pradnya. Wow, I'm seeing so many of you after so long and all of you look so different. It's really nice and refreshing. Okay. Wow, perfect. So we've started this week and we've had it all about actually manifesting our dream 2022. Hi, Amita. So while we actually did the first 2 days where we were simply understanding the different concepts that were there that are required for us to declutter almost to be able to manifest, today I want to, if there is anything that still is coming in your way that you believe is blocking you from having that clarity or being able to write down at least a few goals for yourself as far as manifestation is concerned, then you can most absolutely let me know. But I believe yesterday, whatever queries, whatever were people's hesitations as far as having clarity is concerned, being able to move a little out of your comfort zone is concerned. We've addressed that in the B round. So of course, if that is something that is still on your mind, you can continue doing that. You can do over the week, etc. But since we addressed that and we did an extensive round yesterday, I thought today we'd move on to what the principles of manifesting actually are, so that all of you can have those in mind as you start making your list of what it is that you would choose to manifest. Okay, so that sound good to everyone? We're going to do the principles of manifesting. So now there are a few base principles that are there whenever we choose to manifest what it is that we truly want. Now it is not that without these principles we're not manifesting within our lives. Like I said on day 1 and 2, you're manifesting in your life constantly with your every thought, your every word, your every action. You are manifesting and creating the life that you currently live. Okay, so that is happening regardless. Now, when as you're clearing a few blocks, as you're becoming more mindful, you're taking better charge of what you choose to manifest in your life. Understanding these little principles that are there to manifesting will help you understand how to manifest better so that you're manifesting the things that you do want rather than something that you might just be saying in the passing. Okay, so the 5 basic P's we say that there are to manifesting. Today I'll start with 2 or 3. Okay, so one of the basic P of manifesting is precise. Okay, now this is a very important one. And while this is an extensive one, the reason I start with it is so that your mind can start thinking also in that direction of what it is that you want, how you want it, etc. So this also addresses one of the comments that was there yesterday about allowing God to take charge and saying, that, I mean, believing that God could actually plan better for your life. So it's better probably to have God take the reins of it. Now, half of that I addressed yesterday when I told you that God is always there and is there like a benevolent parent who is saying, you make your mistakes, you take your path, take your time to learn. I'm here if you need me. They'll be there if you need them. Anything that you need, you can ask for, and God is there to give it to you. But God will not interfere with your learning process, whatever that may be. Okay. Now, precise manifestations are very, very important. So here comes the part where even if I want to leave it to whatever is for my highest and best, I need to have a certain amount of clarity of what it is that I do wish to manifest, what it is that I do want in life. So sometimes people have complete clarity as to what it is that they would want. Simply put, like when we spoke about that job role that was there, we said, if you have clarity of what it is you want your staff to do, if you can communicate your vision to the team, then they're all on the same page and they're going to help you manifest that. The universe wants to give you what you want, but when you don't know what you want, oh, I just want to get out of this situation. I want to feel better. I want to feel happier. But better is such a relative term. Happy is such a relative term. You feel it 1 minute, the second minute it's fleeting, and you don't know when it came and when it went. Right? You're stuck in a small house and you say, I want a big house. There's so many people here. There's so many constant arguments and conflicts that happen. I just want to get out of this situation. Yeah, I want a bigger space. But it's so ambiguous that if the universe wants to give it to you as well, there is so many uncertainties that are there. Now, when we say be precise about what you want, for instance, you want that house, you want a big house for yourself. Okay. When you're writing your list of manifestation, write down as many details as you can think of. Okay, so I want a house that is this many square feet, that has maybe that cross ventilation, that is in a beautiful area, which has, maybe you don't know what area in particular you want. For instance, it's a young couple that's moving because they have children now. So they can think of one area which is great to stay in, but they don't know the others. So you can simply even write, an area that is nice, quiet, that is in a good school district, that has good neighbors, that has a good, like quiet environment to it. Whatever it is that is really important to you, you can put that down. With a parking space that is this much, any details that you want. We've seen that the minute we've put to pen to paper and written down exactly what we want, actually each of our office spaces have been manifested that way. And when we forgot to write down that okay, we needed that parking space right there, when we said okay, we want an office within 5 minutes of where we stay, we could actually manage to get 3 offices in prime area within 5 minutes of where we stayed. And that turned out to be beautiful offices for the work that we were doing. So anything as precise as you can be, understand that the universe is there and it happily wants to give you what you want. But being precise, so as I know that somebody that manifested, actually what they wanted was a life partner. And she said, oh, I want a, tall, dark, handsome life partner that listens to me. I'm bringing in a tall, dark, handsome soulmate that loves listening to me, that is loyal to me, that is always by my side. And she did manifest that. She manifested 2, in fact. And they were both 2 tall, dark, handsome dogs that were her soulmates, that were loyal to her, that were always by her side, those that listened to her. So even the small details that we think sometimes are so irrelevant, but when we think of the magnanimity of our beings, those are our soulmates also. So the universe gave her exactly what she wanted. In fact, they might have found a man or 2, but they might not have fit one of those criteria. Or they might be taking a little longer. So the universe is like, you know what, this is perfect. Let's send this to her. So even the details which you feel are so irrelevant, if they come to you, write them down. The details which you're not sure of, you can always write down the best that you do know. And what that helps you with, once you have that clarity, like that actually allows you to see that manifestation come to life when it reaches you. A second thing, a second P as well, is positive. Ensuring that your manifestations are all written in the positive tone. So what you are going to write is what you do want in life, what you do want in that house, what you do want in that partner, how you do want your growth in your career to look like, how you do want your health to shape up, rather than what you do not want. Most of us, when asked, oh, what is it that you want in this situation in life, will generally be able to quite extensively tell what we do not want. I've done this exercise number of times with clients where, we're working on a certain issue, they want to move forward in life, they want to grow in their career, etc. And I'm like, okay. So they're telling you about things that they want in so many areas. And we do a simple exercise and I ask them, okay, so now God comes to your doorstep. He's knocking at your doorstep. He's come here and he said, whatever you want, I'm here to give you. Okay, you can tell him your list, however extensive it is. What is it that you want? Tell him now. First thing I tell them is, he's here to give you whatever you want. It is not 2 wishes or 3 wishes. Because the minute you tell someone you have 3 wishes, their first wish, oh, then I want 10 more wishes. Okay, so that is how we think. Oh, I have 3, so now I want 10 more. All right. So then, okay, he's here, he's giving you as many as you want. No limit. Now, the minute we know we're limitless, that also brings up something within us, and we're like, oh my God, okay, so now I really have to think. I can't just ask for something vague. And second is, he has all the time in the world. He's sitting here. The minute you say you're done, you can tell him, okay, now I'm done. My list is done. Now you can go. You sit here for as long as you want. You keep telling me your list. Because otherwise, the cop out we have is, oh yeah, but then I could only think of this much, but then I forgot I wanted this, and now what can I do? There's so much pressure of time, so I had to quickly put in whatever I wanted. Now, I've seen this, I think 10 out of 10 times. There's not even a 1% exception I have seen, at least in the years that I've been working, is that each person starts with, oh, great, so I want this. And within less than 2 minutes, they'll go like, but I don't want this. They'll start correcting themselves. And either making their list smaller, editing it in some manner or the other. Oh, I would want for there to be enough money for me. But, so I would want lots of money. I'd be okay even if I'm paid only this much. But it should be enough. Then they will tell you things like, I want a bigger house, but I don't want all those problems people have with their staff. Huh? Okay. And you keep reminding them slowly and gently that, just edit your list to tell me what it is that you do want. And God has told you he'll give you whatever you want. I mean, sky is the limit. As long as you believe you can have it, you can ask for anything. I will ask them to look at their list and confirm what it is that they're asking for. But it will still, whatever limitations are there in our thought, in our mind, as to what we feel we deserve, what we feel is okay to ask, come up. If anywhere I believe that, oh yeah, I deserve the best of life. I deserve to be very, very happy. But of course, I can only be happy in one area of my life. The minute that happens, that editing automatically comes in. And most people actually, the place where each person falters is that we actually are aware of what we do not want, what we are avoiding. But when asked what we want instead, there is so much confusion. Either it stems from not knowing what we're worth, or it stems from never having allowed ourselves to think that this is what I want. Sometimes it comes out of being stuck in a situation for so long that when you think of what next, you can only, like, it's almost like I'm stuck too deep. So I can see only what is around in my bed. I can't even imagine I can get out of that to something bigger. Which is why we wanted to first clear off a little bit of that. Now for you to think, okay, what it is that I truly want. Let yourself go crazy. Let yourself think of whatever it is that you can think of that you want. Sky is the limit, as long as you believe, of course, that it's possible, because you're manifesting with the power of your mind. So your mind needs to believe that this is something that is possible, that is feasible, that is something that I can have. So plausibility is another of the P's that is there. Make your list, make it as extensive as you like, but it needs to be plausible. It needs to be something your mind believes you can have. Okay? As long as your mind believes you can have it, there is nothing coming in the way. You got to ensure it's positive. So any don't, can't, won't, all of those words not allowed on the list. So take your time when you're thinking of what it is that you want. Okay, I wish to have this, is this. And that does come up when we're thinking of a career growth, when you're thinking of a relationship growth, anything at all. Our own past experiences, the things that we believe, our beliefs come up and we think of, okay, this is possible, but. So the but needs to get out of the way and you need to think clearly as to what it is that you want. Start shifting it, writing it in terms of what it is that you want, and make it as precise as you can, which means put in all the details that come to mind. Start writing it as you feel like you're moving forward. If there's something more that comes to mind, generally with smaller goals, it's pretty simple. With bigger, more elaborate things, if there are more details that come to mind, please put them forward. Okay? Are these three principles of positive, precise, and plausible clear to everyone? If there's any questions that you have regarding these, you can put them on the chat now, because I'm going to then move on and simply do some downloads for the same, so that today we can do a better timed session, and then tomorrow we can cover the rest of the points that are there. Okay? Okay. So I don't see any questions on the chat, so I'm going to move forward and do some of the downloads that come in that are channeled for the same. So I want each of you to close your eyes. Take in 3 deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, with every breath out, releasing any of the overwhelm, any of the stress that you may be carrying with you. Where your mind is in 100 different places of all the things you need to do and achieve. Letting go of that ticking timeline that's constantly in your mind. And breathing in the permission to allow yourself this time, to allow yourself these couple of minutes to simply connect to yourself, to your being, and to your true potential. Connecting to your energy, centered in your heart chakra. Allowing yourself with every breath to connect deeper and deeper to yourself. Connecting to that expansive light that lies within your heart. And as you do, allowing yourself now being connected to your energy. To open your arms wide open in your imagination and saying out loud in that mental space, "Dear universe, I am ready to step into my limitless nature of infinite potential. I allow myself to connect to all that I am in my most divine self and in alignment with my highest potential, knowing that it is safe for me, that I can allow myself this divinity, this limitlessness, that I do so in a manner that is suited for my highest and best, and in my highest and best way. I allow myself to have clarity as to what my goals are, as to what my true potential is, knowing and understanding clarity, of course, through the energy of the creator of all that is from the seventh plane of existence. I allow myself this clarity. I know that it is safe and possible for me to have this clarity, for me to know exactly what it is that I wish to achieve, for me to be able to set those goals for myself, for me to know that as I operate from my highest potential, all is possible. I know what it feels like to have a positive approach to what it is that I choose to manifest within my life now. To know that it is safe for me to see an alternate reality, to see the reality where I have grown on my spiritual journey, on my journey here on this plane, that I deserve this growth, that I know the creator of all that is his definition and perspective, to know that within the presence of my divine being, understanding that I come from the energy of limitlessness, the energy of unconditional love, the energy of divinity, and the creator of all that is that lies within each of us, that I know that what we can achieve is truly limitless. And so I allow myself to open up my wings, to open up myself to my highest potential, to do so in a manner that is joyous, that is happy, and to set goals that allow me the joy, the happiness, the peace, the growth that I choose and desire. That I understand each of these terms as per the creator of all that is from the seventh plane. I allow myself this life now. It is safe for me to live a happy, joyous life. It's safe for me to set goals and achieve them. I deserve to achieve them. I deserve to grow in life. And now, universe, I allow your guidance, your help, wherever I choose, to help achieve these targets. I am in alignment with my highest self now. And as you make this intention, to the universe. Visualize as you see this beautiful golden light of the universe entering that same energy within your heart chakra. Your soul energy resides there. Entering there, permeating within your very being and growing from there, as though it's a beautiful light that's growing forward, radiating outward, radiating slowly but surely through your entire being as you allow for these downloads to happen into every cell, atom, and molecule of your body, every area of your life, at all levels of your beliefs, and in every language you may have ever known or understood for your highest and best, and in your highest and best manner. Affirm yes in your mind to truly receive the energy of these downloads. As you continue visualizing them growing within your space, that golden light glowing forward from your heart energy until it fills your entire body and starts radiating forward, radiating outward into your aura, into your space, into your life. And as those arms are wide open, feeling that tingliness in your fingers, nice and wide, having allowed this energy all around you. Feeling blessed, feeling one, feeling grounded, yet connected, in complete joy and alignment. As you feel ready, allow yourself to open your eyes. Okay, so I see everyone is back. Yes, okay. Okay, so Jaisal and I don't know who the other person is, it just says PC's iPhone. You don't need to write them every day. I mean, if you're done thinking of all the things that you want today, then that's great too. See, you're manifesting with your every thought. You're manifesting with everything that you're thinking of. What we're going to be doing when we do the exercise is actually going into the theta state and manifesting, because they say that our thoughts have great power. When you're thinking a certain way, there's a good 30 to 40% chance that you will manifest that. Okay, which is why we say our thoughts are manifested into something. And we, like when we're doing sessions and when we actually speak to people and then tell them, so this is the belief because of which this has happened, we come to realize that we have truly manifested all that we thought of. All right, now 30 to 40% of the times our thoughts will manifest into a reality. Now the minute you can actually visualize that, you put that into visualization, you think about it, which is why people have vision boards they'll make at the end of the year for the next year. Why people actually have visual aids for that, they will do meditations for the same, is because when you're visualizing it, that same thought has a 60 to 70% chance of actually coming into fruition. However, when you're going into a theta state and doing that, because your mind is at that brain wave where instant manifestation is possible, okay, it's at the point where you're creating a reality for yourself, that percentage actually goes up to 90%. So when we're going to be doing the visualization exercise, the manifestation exercise, actually sending that intention out to the universe, you're going to have the thought, which you're going to voice out, you're going to visualize it within that and do that in the theta state. So doing all three together, you're actually increasing that percentage to a good 90%, which is why that is something that is urged that, okay, let's do that once we've cleared some stuff, once we have clarity on how to manifest. So you can write it today, you can write it tomorrow, whenever you feel comfortable. Start today if you can. All right. But even other than that, in your daily life, whether we're doing a manifestation week or not, you are manifesting your life. You can do the meditation anytime you choose from the video. And other than that, that's the reason we say when we're talking about principles like positivity, it is not something simply where we're saying, oh, be positive in what you're writing. When we say precise, it's not just to be precise in what we're writing today. Those are also principles we need to take back with us as far as our thoughts are concerned on a regular, everyday basis as well. Because the more aligned you will be to yourself, whether it is through releases we're doing here on Daily Theta, whether it is a meditation you do at home, whether it is simply having that clarity of thought, you will begin manifesting it. So being positive, even in general, in terms of what we're speaking, what we're saying. Our narrative is generally always about all the suffering that we've had. So putting that to a positive sense of what may be and what we truly believe is something that's extremely important as well. Okay. So incorporate these principles in your everyday life. Do we have to write them as though they have already happened? Yes, JSL, we do. And that is a point I will be covering in more detail tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to wrap the session for today, and I'm going to be covering the rest of the points tomorrow. So don't worry about it. All right. And I will take any questions that may be there at that time also. Jyoti, I will take your question tomorrow. If you can WhatsApp that, that would be perfect. All right. I will discuss the points of writing them as though they've already happened. So then it'll be easier to understand that point from a complete perspective. As for now, each of you have a brilliant day. Start manifesting. You're manifesting with your every thought. Now let's pen those down. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.